Here's a flash revision guide on plant, animal and bacteria cells in 90 seconds. Animal cells have a cell membrane which holds everything together. These control what goes in and out of the cell. They're filled with a jelly-like substance known as cytoplasm, where most chemical reactions in the cell occur. Floating in the cytoplasm are what we call the subcellular structures. This includes the nucleus, which controls the cell's activities and contains all the genetic material of the cell. They also have mitochondria, which are known as the powerhouse of the cell. This is because this is where energy is released for the cell to carry out its activities. This energy is released from the process of aerobic respiration. And finally, animal cells also have ribosomes floating in the cytoplasm. This is where proteins are made in a process known as protein synthesis. Plant cells have a more rectangular shape and contain everything an animal cell has, including cell membranes, cytoplasm, nuclei, mitochondria and ribosomes. But they also have 3 extra structures that animal cells do not. They have a rigid cell wall made up of a substance known as cellulose. This strengthens the cell and allows it to keep its shape. They also have a permanent vacuole which contains cell sap. Cell sap is just a solution of sugar and salt, which also helps to support the shape of the cell. And lastly, plant cells are filled with structures known as chloroplasts, which is where photosynthesis happens. They're made up of a green pigment known as chlorophyll, which absorbs sunlight for photosynthesis and is what makes all the plants green. Now, bacteria cells also have some of these structures. They contain cell membranes, cytoplasm, ribosomes and cell walls, but they do not have a nucleus. Instead, most of their genetic material is found in a single circular loop that floats around in the cytoplasm. The rest is found in small rings of DNA known as plasmids, which also float around in the cytoplasm. They do not have nuclei, chloroplasts, permanent vacuoles or mitochondria.